call me a racist?
Oh my God! It is episode 84.
85.
85. Fuck. Of the Keep On Trucking podcast. No. It is episode 85 for the people listening at home. We spent close to an hour setting this shit up.
It was too long.
It was too long, but we got it.
We're back in the van.
We're back in. We got a new lens.
We got a new lens, and we're up one lens. We're down one tripod.
I lost the tripod.
Frankie's used his nice gifts that he received from his family to mount the camera.
Here, I'm gonna take a video of it afterwards. I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
Dude, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You went home?
Yeah, I did. You know I did.
How was it? Was nice. You had a good time. You saw that? You should be asking me.
I already said it wasn't.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I told you it wasn't.
Well, I know, but I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you cut a light in front of the cameras. You know how they do in
Yeah, it was great.
in show business.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a great time.
Oh, yeah, it was great. It was a mess, man.
Yeah.
But we don't need to get into all that.
Whoa, I went home for a little bit. I went home for too long, I feel like.
Mm.
And I was just a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah.
I laid there and gained weight. I don't know I gained weight. I thought I was fit. I was going to the gym with my cousin every other day for about 1 week.
Oh, yeah.
So that, what does that make that? 3 days?
3. 3 times.
3 times. And then, and here's the thing about California is you don't walk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that over here, like, I check on the phone, you have the app, you know? And it says, like, over here I walk like 8 miles, 9 miles a day. Over there I check, it's like 0.4.
Sure.
I was like, geez. So I'm coming back, you know.
Anything interesting happened while you were home?
No, dude, it was just pleasant.
Yeah.
It was
just nice.
It was pleasant.
Paradise.
Yeah, man. You forget how nice the weather is in California.
Yeah.
Like, I get there and I was like, I mean, oh my God, I just soaked in it. Well, what did happen that made me feel kind of cool, which you kind of always get mad at other people when they do this, but when you're the one doing it, it feels kind of cool. It was Christmas. It was Christmas and New Year's, both of the days. I was with family and friends, and everybody's like wearing a jacket, freezing, and I was the asshole with like a t-shirt going, "Well, it's not even that cold."
Yeah.
But like I meant to, like I didn't even notice until like half the night. People were like, "Dude, you're not freezing?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Oh, I'm that asshole." And I went and I put on shorts and sandals. I was like, "Check it
Just
out."
to rub it in.
Yeah. And
Sure.
I was looking for all the hot chicks. I'm like, "Come on, somebody, look at me! Look how strong I am."
And your open-toed shoes.
I can resist the freezer.
Open-toed shoes, I don't think that's a very good look for a man.
No, dude.
Yeah.
You always see a guy get knocked out in open-toed shoes.
Yeah.
Dude, my
Wait, you do? Have you seen that?
I feel like every video
You seen a guy get knocked out like in flip-flops?
like in the internet and stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
You never seen that?
No.
Like if you look up like
I guess I just don't look at men's feet
all the people
when
like
I'm watching fighting videos. I'm more looking at the fight.
well, we're in different
But
websites. I'm looking at men's feet get knocked out.
Yeah. You're on mensfeet.com and you're like, oh, this is one where they fight.
This was happening all the time.
Yeah.
Dude, my Vanessa, my homie Raspy, she has like a cousin do that. He got like in a fight with some dude, and he was barefoot.
Oh.
And like, dude, we have pictures of the bottom of his feet. Dude, it's like gone.
Did he
dude.
win?
Yeah, I think he won.
Yeah.
He's like a
Because
jiu-jitsu
he has
guy.
good footwork.
Yeah, it's
But
probably
he was just
he was
wearing
like
him
taunting
down.
him. Yeah, he was doing the Muhammad Ali on gravel. The guy was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
The guy's like 5 feet away.
Damn. That's all fun and games until your big toe catches a
Crack?
big piece of gravel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, when I dress, when I go out, I dress to be ready for a fight.
Really?
Like my shoes must be, I mean my pants must be stretchy. I gotta be able to kick.
Yeah.
Like nothing could be too tight on me.
Yeah.
Do you think about?
No, I never think about fighting. Really?
No?
Yeah.
Whenever I go to take a trash.
I wear stuff that I could always run.
You wear wings?
Yeah.
those paragliders that they use at the Red Bull competitions?
Yeah. I just make sure I have my gun on me. But I'm glad you're wearing your stretchy pants. I get you. Yeah. That's what a lot of people think about when they,
You gotta be comfortable.
Sure.
So I'm at home, right? I'm eating. I'm having the time of my life. I fly back, dude. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to see my friend Luke Davis again.
Yeah.
And
I'm happy to see you, Frankie Hoy.
I get in the van, and you're like, you're fat. I was like, oh.
Well, I wasn't that happy to see you.
And then you were
I
like,
didn't even recognize you at first.
and then you were like, I'm just
Well, it's
kidding.
because you always call me fat.
You were like, I'm just kidding about the fat thing. I guess you noticed all the tears rolling down my eyes. And I was like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude,
I couldn't bear to see you cry.
I couldn't cope to see you be mean.
Yeah.
That was fucking brutal.
It was a real Twilight Zone role reversal.
Yeah. Did you gain weight while you were home or right on this holiday season?
I don't think I did, actually.
I'm
I
drinking,
didn't eat too much.
I'm drinking a Prime.
Are you
by
doing
the
a little
way.
plug?
No.
A little Logan Paul?
No, I don't. I'm embarrassed to say that I started drinking these Primes
Yeah.
because
Is that how you got so fat?
I'm actually no, dude.
I'm just kidding.
So you're setting me up to plug it because I'm gonna say why I like it. You're like,
Yeah.
I am embarrassed to say, dude. These are
Show the camera.
Well, no, I mean they know what it is. It's this energy drink.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if they weren't so unlikable, these two brothers. I mean, they're incredible fucking entrepreneurs and just.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, holy shit.
Yeah.
Drinks, wrestling. I mean, anyways, dude.
And also, like, they are good fighters.
Yeah.
Right? Like, didn't he get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, he lost, obviously, but like he didn't get knocked out. He went the distance. He went 12 rounds.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like, I don't know much about. I just know that they get a bunch of hate, and if you like him, you're uncool
Yeah.
or whatever. So, the drink is good.
Yeah. I tasted it. It is good.
It is. You said
It's also Mountain Dew.
You said it tastes like Mountain Dew.
It
yeah.
tastes exactly like Mountain Dew. What is that? The green apple flavor?
It's I don't know. It's a green flavor.
Yeah.
It's,
It's flavored green.
it's
Lemon lime.
Is it here? Let me see. But there's no sugar in it. Energy drink.
And I thought that was.
Oh, it is lemon lime.
I thought that was. I mean, if there's no sugar in that, then what is it? What makes it taste so delicious?
Love.
It,
Well,
both the brothers kiss every
bottle.
can
Yeah.
before it goes out.
They're at the factory. They got a bunch of chapstick. Oh.
Yeah.
And then and there's like a meter like, oh, you're being annoyed. Stop production. You have to give these things love.
We need to get our boys back in a good mood.
Let me tell you how I got into it. My nephew. I guess his mom bought it for him.
It's the Paul brothers. Their main demographic is young kids.
These young kids, but yeah, I mean it should be like 20-year-olds now,
Right.
because they got big like 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah. Something like that.
So they should be, but I mean, still young kids still like him and shit.
Sure.
But yeah, the way I got into my 10-year-old nephew, he bought it for himself. He's like, oh, cool, one of the drinks from my favorite internet guys. And then his mom was like, oh, it's an energy drink. And then he was like, oh man, and then he was like, look what I got you. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. And then I didn't drink it for like 3 days. I didn't care. And he kept like going, you haven't drank the drink I got you. And I was like, all right. And then one day I got it.
What do you would bring it around with you but not drink it?
No, sorry, he was staying at my house.
Oh, okay.
So it was just like on the counter, and every day he would like notice it.
Oh, you didn't even put it in the fridge.
No. Well, I mean, I didn't
You
care
just
for it.
didn't touch it.
I mean, I was like, thanks. And I just threw it in his face. And I cracked it in half and threw it out the window and hit one of my dogs.
Yeah.
And I was like, then I didn't think about it. And then one day I was going to go to the gym and I didn't feel like drinking coffee. And I was like, let me see what this thing has. And I saw it said no sugar in it. And I was like, that's cool. And I had like B12 and B6. And
What is B12 and B6?
well, I don't know what B6 is. I assume it's half of what a B12 is.
Yeah.
But B12, like, you could buy shots of B12, like a needle, and they like stab you with it, and you'll get
Okay.
like a jump of energy.
Oh.
And it's
Now
not.
is it actually energy, or is it just like a depressive blocker or like a beta blocker?
Oh.
Like
I don't
in
know.
the same way that like caffeine is like a blocker, right?
Oh, it's caffeine and blood. You know what? I put all this like cool shit in my body, and I don't know what any of it is.
Yeah. Well, you look good.
Except for
No.
like we've been working out together.
Yeah.
So
For 2 days. We're on the Frankie and his cousin regiment. We're gonna go one more time and then get fat.
yeah, my cousin Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah. Who's your cousin?
Yeah, he's under the username Jerry Seinfeld
Oh yeah.
on YouTube.
Cool. Is that the guy that he gets in fights? He's a good fighter.
Yeah, he doesn't get in fights, but he has
those
fought
videos
a couple times. Well, it's not. It's just one video.
Oh yeah.
They caught it. Anyways.
He knocked that guy out.
Yeah, I don't want to speak too much on that.
Oh, okay. Didn't we talk about it on the pod already?
I think so. Yeah, but
Should we blank all this?
no.
Okay.
I just don't know how much he wants me. He has kids now and shit.
Sure, yeah.
Anyway, so I'm like gonna go to the gym. I grab this Prime drink here, and I'm like, let me see what it has. Has no sugar. I'm like, I drink it, dude. I had an amazing time. Like, and I was like, yo, these, and I was hooked ever since. But every time I go to the gas station, I'm like a little embarrassed. People are like, oh, like this.
They don't know.
This is the guy. Yeah, they do, dude.
Not around here, do they?
Yeah, everybody knows. These guys are they're famous as fuck.
Yeah.
Like this fucking kid, he likes Prime, and I'm like, sorry. They're like, how old are you? And they check my ID, and if I'm under 16, I can't buy it. I mean, if I'm over 16.
Then they look at your page, and you're an influencer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, go ahead.
Yeah.
Here's a whole case.
Yeah.
I could probably get some free ones.
Well, if it's good, it's good. Yeah,
But-
put the fucking brand in the... Well, actually,
Well, no, I
it's
mean,
like-
fuck
yeah. From the real moneymaker.
No, dude.
Anyway, so...
On the other hand, you could psycho. No.
Yeah. So you got... You got a little relaxed. Got a little comfortable.
I didn't do shit.
Didn't do shit. Did you get out? You got up a couple times?
I got up once, dude.
Got up once?
Yeah.
In 3 weeks?
Yeah.
That's pretty low for
It's
you.
a record.
Yeah.
It's besides the pandemic, since I started, that's how much I've...
Yeah.
And I gotta say, it felt fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, it felt good.
Yeah. Quitting comedy is such a beckoning thing
Yeah,
sometimes.
dude. And I just hung out with my girlfriend, with Iram there.
Yeah.
And we just fucking kicked it.
Yeah.
And watched movies. We watched 2 movies.
What'd you watch?
We watched Saltburn. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, people have been talking about it.
It's like
I saw Joe Coy did a joke about it on his monologue. Did you hear about the monologue?
I heard it sucked.
Yeah, everyone said it sucked. I
Really?
watched it in the bathroom at the mic we were just at. That's why I was
Oh,
in the
really?
bathroom. For
I got
so long.
Iram said that he looked nervous and that it sucked. And then
I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, I told her, I said, well, let me
He
ask
did
you.
fine like the whole time.
Well,
he got laughs throughout. I mean, but you can never tell.
Right. Well, I mean,
you can never tell on TV as much if someone's bombing, and they might have put some laughs in the can too.
yeah, I was gonna say, do you think like was he just not trying to be funny, or did he bomb?
Dude, I mean, like the tape that I saw, he got laughs the whole way through.
Yeah, I mean,
Now they might have not been like they might have not been like, it might have been like a 50-50 like kind of
Okay.
split. But you know what's funny is it wasn't like those jokes were edgy. It was just like those jokes sucked, and the jokes weren't great. But I mean, I thought he
Right.
did fine.
Yeah, I mean, and he's not a bad comic. He sold out like Hawaii,
Yeah,
like fucking 16 times in a row,
yeah.
like on one weekend.
Yeah, but anyway, he made a joke about the guy, who's the nerd in the movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but apparently that
From
guy.
Saltburn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently that guy has a big cock.
Yeah, it came out in the movie, and we're like, it's like comical. You know when you see a big dick, it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like at the end of the movie,
Well, sometimes it's not.
certain situations where it's it's threatening.
Depends on. Well, no, I'm not gonna do my act.
Did I ever tell you about the fucking the dick that I saw at the gym?
No.
I went to the gym like
Today?
No, I wish.
Yeah,
No.
me too.
I mean, I was hoping you had a big piece, but I was
No.
slightly disappointed.
Well,
Little almond.
how
There.
do you think I feel?
Well, you look pretty proud of it. Look like you were having a good day.
Yeah. Well, I got little hands.
No. And I have smaller ones.
So you saw a big dick at the gym.
In San Diego.
Oh. They
And
got big dicks out there.
apparently I was in the gay part of San Diego.
Oh.
Hellcrest is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
And I
What were you doing over there?
was going to the gym.
Oh.
I was exiting the gay club.
Okay.
No,
Sure you were.
so you forget that there's like areas of like towns that are gay.
What's the big gay area in New York? Like the Village
Over
is
here?
pretty gay.
Is that
Yeah.
it's Hell's Kitchen now, I guess.
Hell's Kitchen, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And all of Brooklyn.
Well,
Williamsburg,
it's not gay.
Bushwick.
It's just gender amorphous. Yeah.
Is that a word?
I don't know. Just like gender
Sounds
gender fluid.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Right.
Gender amorphous, I choose you. It's just a human with green hair drinking a Prime.
It's you.
It's me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Luke. I'm amorphous now.
My name is Francesca.
So, dude, I was at this gym at Hillcrest, and I'm like, I walk in the bathroom. You know, there's a naked guy. It's not uncommon, but he's like facing away from me. He turns around, dude. Oh my god! When I tell you that he had a baby's arm in between his legs, I was like, holy, dude! I walked into the showers. Like I was going to the urinals that were to my right. He turned around. I saw his dick. I walked to the left and I went into the showers. And
Damn.
Dude, and then
His dick made you change directions.
Dude, it made me have what's that thing called when your ears?
An erection?
No, when you lose your balance.
What I had today.
Oh, did you lose your balance?
Like an inner ear.
No, it's not an inner ear infection. You lose your balance, and you lose like your sense of direction. What's it called? It's a condition.
I don't know.
He
made you have he gave you a physical reaction to his dick?
He gave
you shell shock. You heard ringing.
Dude, I walked into a shower with another dude and started making out with him. He made me gay. And he was jealous. He was like, "This is my cock that turned into that."
Damn.
I started making out with another straight dude. He made two guys gay, dude.
Yeah. Fucking don't you hate when you just see a big dick and it makes you gay?
And it was a white guy.
Really?
Yeah, if it was a gay guy, who knows what I would have done.
Yeah. It was a white guy?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not a cock.
We get a real bad rap.
And
because of guys like me. But we got some heavy hitters out there.
Yeah, and
we got some.
Unfortunately, they're gay.
Yeah, they're all gay. But that's fine, right?
It's fine nowadays. So.
You know what I've heard about the gay community?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that I don't want to make this the gay episode. Our big first episode back, and we just talk about dudes fucking the whole time. But apparently, gay guys are like big on the dick size. They're very
really
preferential. So I've heard.
Okay, so if somebody has a small dick, they don't fuck with that?
Yeah. Like I heard two gay guys talking on the bus one time, and they were talking about this guy that they hooked up with. And they were just like, yeah, he was cool and blah, 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 but he had a small penis. And the other guy was like, oh my God. Like,
he spit on the train?
Yeah, he said, no, he didn't spit, but they were just like, just going in on this guy because he had a small penis. But then like they didn't have another bad thing to say about him. And he was like.
And they weren't even hooking up. He was just a friend.
And I was just like. Listening.
Wow, dude.
I was like, I can never go gay. Yeah.
Well, that's why the whole like gender amorphous thing is huge.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, I mean, if, my cock isn't big enough. I'm not gay. I'm
just nothing. I'm not. I'm actually not anything. I'm not playing.
We're not playing. But
that's like the ultimate like way to not have any like conflict. It's like when you lose and you're like, actually I didn't even want to play. I wasn't playing at all.
The controller's disconnected.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I heard. What have you heard about the gays?
The gay? I got oh, I was talking about it today on the stage.
What, did I see you?
Yeah. In middle school, my friend, it was two homies. It was a fool named Marvin and a fool named Joel.
Okay.
They got into it like at the bus stop. They got into a fucking fist fight.
Oh.
And this fool Joel just kicked his ass.
Was he wearing sandals?
No, dude. Oh, Marvin? Yeah, dude.
Was he really?
No. But I mean, after he got knocked out, we took off his boots and put on sandals and took a picture for that website.
How appropriate. For that website.
Yeah, for the website that I listen to.
Mansfield.
That I watch. They also got a podcast.
Yo, Mansfield just dropped a new pod.
It's just
they're squashing grapes,
making wine. That's a Primus.
Dude, all your homies from home right now are like, what the fuck?
Anyway, so this fool
New York made Frankie gay.
So this fool Joel fucks up this kid Marvin, right? He's like on the floor. We take off his boots. We put on sandals on him. Like, yo, you're fucking.
Yeah. You're fucking.
And the next week, this fool Joel he usually comes out. He's like, I'm a gay guy.
Right. And then he made it so much worse.
For Marvin. We're like, dude, you got beat up by a gay guy.
Yeah.
And, I said this on stage and nobody cared for it.
Right.
But I said, it was different times. This was like 2008.
Yeah.
Where it was like hilarious to get beat up by a gay guy. Oh, but here, what's your take on this, dude? What's your take on this? There's a very on the line subject here, or topic or thing. Why did I say tropic?
I know what you meant.
On the line.
I know what you're saying.
Subject here.
Controversial.
It's a controversial question, maybe. My two homies. Well, I got some buddies. There was 3 of them. They were out partying out in Northern California or whatever. They got into it with some Samoans. There was 4 Samoan dudes.
Samoans are big.
They're huge. There's 4 Samoan dudes.
Talk about big dicks.
And 3 of my homies. And you know, they're drunk, so they start yelling shit, right? The Samoan guys, they were like in an argument of their own. And these guys, my homies are walking by, they start taunting them or whatever. They go, you better shut the fuck up, mind your own business, blah, blah, blah. And they go, fuck you. They get into it. Samoans come, start jumping my homies. One of them is gay. The gay guy.
Your friend?
Yeah. 2 of them are straight. They're dudes. Then the gay guy runs away and goes with the chicks in the group and starts crying.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my thing is, he's still a dude. Should he have like got him down with like defending the homies? But because he's gay, does he get a pass to run away and cry?
I don't think so.
He doesn't. He should fight, right?
You're in that situation.
Yeah, gay guy. But
if you're with your group, and you know what type of guys these are.
Yeah.
The type of guys that talk shit.
Right.
Then you know what you're getting yourself into. You know who your friends are.
And he should have fought with them, right? He should have like.
Yeah. Because they're his friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he ran with the girls and cried with them.
Yeah.
Like the girls were crying, and then he was like, "Fucking me too."
Yeah.
You know what? If I was gay, I'd do the same thing.
He was a chameleon.
Yeah, dude. If I saw a group of Samoans running after my homies, like, I'm gay now, dude. I can just run with the chicks. Oh no.
Yeah. So those 2 guys got their ass beat.
Yeah. Oh no! One of the Samoans got knocked out because one of my homies.
in that.
Hold up! One of my homies swung a 24-pack and knocked the guy out.
Oh.
And then he fucking got into a little box. He knew what was coming after that.
Damn.
And then they left.
They beat his ass.
I mean, they didn't. Yeah. Well, no, actually, no. They didn't have any significant scars or bumps, but they just turned into a little ball. What you're supposed to do.
Well, that's pretty gay.
But they didn't cry.
No, I think in that moment, gender, sexuality is all fluid. You're just with your friends, and they're getting attacked, and you should fight.
You need to.
Yeah, but
Right.
I mean, it's hard to say. Have you ever stood down from a fight, and then you regretted it?
No, but I've no, actually no.
Okay.
And you?
Yes.
What happened? I think that's a smarter thing to do though.
Yeah, it was like a frat. They like wouldn't let us in, and then it was just me and one of my friends. He was like, "Yo, come on, let's go, let's get these boys." And it was just like 10 guys, and just me and one of my friends. And they had like pushed me. They had pushed me down.
But you know what's funny? Like if you guys would actually like beat them up, like if they were
There
like,
was no shot.
but like let's say by some miracle you beat up all 10 guys, they're gonna be like, all right, you guys can party with us.
All right, you guys are cool, dude. Apparently, there was one party that they didn't let this kid in. They used to play rugby. I never met him, but he was like alumni, legend. And like the bouncer like was like, "You're not coming in." And then him and the bouncer fought. He beat the bouncer.
Oh shit!
And then like took on 5 more dudes, beat them all.
What?
And eventually someone was like, "Can you just leave?" So yeah, no, that doesn't work to get you in the party. But I bet you feel better about it at the end of the night.
Let me beat my way up.
Yeah.
Let me beat my way into the party.
Well, maybe it does. I mean, because that culture, that frat culture is like very like, they all kick each other's ass to like get in.
Well, they fuck each other too, right?
No, I mean, no, they do like some homoerotic stuff. Some of them do, like, you know, like get naked and like.
Were you in a frat?
No.
You have buddies in frats and shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what happened?
I mean, they don't tell. I didn't get to hear everything. My brother, who's still in the frat, so I don't want to like blow up his thing.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
then like, you know.
Because then he loses all his connections to the Illuminati.
Exactly. But like, you know, it's more just like gross stuff. Like eat a bunch of mayonnaise and throw up in your hand, and then the next guy has to eat it, or you know, just like stuff like that.
And then
Or like smoke. They'll like make them smoke a lot of weed. That's another one. Like smoke a bunch of weed. I've heard of like guys getting buried underground.
What?
Stuff like that.
So
That's like
they killed them?
rumors. No, like with a straw. Like stuff like that.
I mean, they've had to have died, right? Some people.
I'm some people have definitely died from hazing. Definitely.
Wow. Dude.
I heard a story about like they had a pledge like fall down the stairs, and then they like, because he was so drunk. They got him drunk, and then like they were just like, oh, he's passed out at the bottom of the stairs, and they were like taking pictures of him with like a lampshade on his head, drawing dicks on his face and stuff, and then like the whole time he was dead, stuff like that.
Where did you hear that?
I don't remember. That wasn't at my school.
That was a joke I had.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Maybe you heard it.
No, I made it up.
No, but I heard of that happening.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even a joke. It was just like a story I made up, and I told it on stage.
Yeah. No, that's happened.
I said that a guy passed out, and everyone's like, drew a face on him. You fucking asshole. And like the next morning, he's like, they drew more shit on him.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's dead.
Yeah.
And then, and he got buried with the.
That really happened.
It wasn't even a joke, but you know.
And then like stuff like, people will get hurt, like climb the water tower, and then people die that way. So yeah, people. I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's so many stories of people dying during hazing.
I wonder if these like frat guys, because the whole thing is like to have connections like after school and all this, right? That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like they accidentally kill a guy and then they go to jail, and I wonder if they have connections in jail too.
No, I think once you get to jail, you're just white boys.
Yeah, you get a jail.
I don't think frats have a heavy prison culture. I think it's more like Wall Street. Like it's business connections. It's helpful later in life for successful people.
Right.
But no, if you fuck up and you get sent to jail, you're not fucking getting helped out by Theta Chi. You're getting raped by fucking by a Samoan. Not that rape is funny. Rape's never funny, but but yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting culture. And then like they make them do all this fucked up stuff because it kind of bonds you. Like if you and me had to like get buried alive together, we're friends forever. And also, if we did that to get into the fraternity, there's no way that we're not being in the fraternity, like, or fully committing to the fraternity. We're like, we had to fucking do all this bullshit. Like, we're in this now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like all these, like, fraternities were developed by intelligent people to build camaraderie through maybe sadistic or means, but I mean the military does the same thing. Yeah. What
was first? Oh, militaries were first.
Of course, armies.
So it was so they just took the military design probably.
Yeah, you're just trying to train killers.
I mean it's just when you go through something with someone.
What was first, militaries or fraternities?
What if a frat was first?
Definitely military.
Just like just chaos. Before we take over that land, I want to see how committed you are to our friendship.
Yeah. Dude, it's conversations like this that I wish I knew more about history. Like, what was the first military? I think the first fraternities were like at Harvard or some maybe like Oxford or like some Ivy League school, and then those became like, I believe those became the Skull and Crossbones societies, which then developed into the CIA. I think that's true. But I'm just totally...
That's 100% true, folks.
I'm just kind of talking out of my ass here. This is, it's all... There's like some elements of secrecy as well.
Dude, we should fucking like search... I know this is probably like off-pod talk, but we should probably like search interesting things like this, right? So we can talk about it on the pod.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
Instead of being like,
I heard this one thing one time from an organization that I'm not in.
And then like, what's the disease that makes you lose your balance?
Because I'm not in it, that's why I'm like talking about it. If I was in it, I'd be like, that's not real.
But I mean, it's the same thing with like comics and shit. Where you do all these like you go on the road together, you do like this shit, like shitty mics, and you're like,
yeah,
we experience it. And then like the further time moves on and shit, we're like, oh yeah, I know this guy from this, or it's the whole thing that, who said this? Was it Chappelle that like you meet, or was it Seinfeld? Somebody said, and it's very true, that you meet someone as a comic, like if you don't even know them.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, fucking, I could relate. You immediately
no matter
relate
where you are.
You immediately relate to them.
All those hell gigs you go through. Speaking of hell gigs, I had a pretty bad one.
Oh, yeah.
That I promoted on our last episode. I'm actually going back there this Wednesday.
The person that showed up to that was actually went from your Instagram story.
Yeah.
I guess I should have said that for the end of the story you're about to tell.
Yeah. Well.
So what happened?
So this was at a bar Should I say the name of the bar?
Yeah, who cares?
Should I say like who did the show?
No, just the name of the bar.
Okay, so the bar is called Sucker Punch Sports Bar.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea to do comedy in a place where the theme is fighting. So we go in. It's not any signs like a comedy show is about to happen. You know how it is.
Yeah.
It's like 10 minutes to showtime. There's nothing.
There's the show. Everybody's still watching the games going
Everyone's
on.
watching the game.
The seats. There's not even seats.
There's like tables. There's high tops that are like kind of with the stools.
Are they kind of facing in the direction where the microphone's
it's like
gonna be?
kind of in the way of like a club. It'll be like a 4-top where the
Okay.
chairs are all facing each other. So someone's gonna be like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, kind of craned around. You got some booths, and some people are there for the show, to be fair. But there's no stage. And show starts. Host comes out the back and intros himself. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for... And then he says his own name. And then like runs out.
away and it comes back.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not on stage. He just says it in the back because he's got a cordless mic.
Oh, okay.
So he runs. Yeah, he's in the back.
Okay.
And then he runs out, intros himself. Host is a good dude. I like the host. But it's just funny to do it that way.
Right. I guess you could say their names, right?
Yeah, I mean,
What's it?
I don't know. I don't want to have to go through and cut this, so let's just not.
All
Just in
right.
case we change our mind later. We don't need names.
Okay.
We'll just call him the host.
Okay.
So,
Is it
because
good?
also I'm doing the show again this Wednesday. So, show starts sort of. Like half the people in the room are like, oh, this is something. And half the people in the room are like, let's keep doing our our night
Yeah.
without paying attention to this. And then there's one group of people that start giving the show negative attention.
Right. They start heckling.
One woman in particular starts heckling.
Right.
But she's, in her defense, she's pretty funny. You know, she's got some, I mean, she maybe she's not funny, but she's like, she's got a lot of attitude.
Yeah.
She's got something to say.
Right.
And she's like, it's a battle with the host and this woman right out the gate on the show. But the host does okay. He handles her. And then he brings on the first comic. And she just kind of ate him up. Like,
The heckler lady.
Yeah.
The
At one point, she was
heckler
just...
destroys comedian.
Yeah. At one point, she just goes, nah, you suck. You suck. And he's like, okay, I'm not even going to look at you. Like, that's his big response. Is he's like, I'm just going to pretend you're not here.
Damn, these fucking shows, dude.
Yeah. So I'm just like watching this like, oh God. I'm on fourth. And then the host comes up to me. He's like, I'm like, dude, this is not good. He's like, don't worry. I got the whole group drink tickets. So I told them that I'll give them drink tickets if they just chill out.
I
was like, well, that's not going to work at all.
It's like a wild fucking factory fire.
Yeah.
And then the firefighters show up. Don't worry. I threw a couple of bottle of
we got hoses with kerosene.
Yeah, I threw some grease in there.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's like, no, I made a deal that if I give him the drink tickets, and I'm like, no, what you've done is you've rewarded, I didn't say this, of course.
Yeah.
This is all things I thought in the shower that night.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, what you've done is you've, rewarded the heckling with drink tickets.
Right. And then also like they're like, hey,
And also,
we're like, what's gonna happen with the hecklers? Hey guys, come on, stop heckling. We're more drunk now.
Yeah. Take some more booze.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So then, I'll name drop this name because she did great. Rachel Darvis goes
RD.
up. And I think the heckler senses that Rachel has things under control because Rachel's a great comic.
Yeah.
And so she
won't do a podcast.
Well,
just to make her feel bad.
that's not gonna Rachel will give you drink tickets. But
So she does good. She has it under control. She's doing great.
yeah. And then, so the heckler kind of like
Settles down.
gets disinterested.
She
There's no victim here.
she tames the wild horse.
Exactly. Heckler gets disinterested.
She stops bucking.
Yes. Heckler goes to the back of the room. I'm like, holy shit. Maybe this is gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Rachel gets off. John Kennedy goes up.
Yeah. JK.
One of the best comics that we can't,
Right.
first knew.
Right.
She gets back on him. She says he has dog hair. She goes, your hair makes you look like a dog.
I'm starting to like this lady.
She had some funny stuff. But John...
That's a great observation.
But John is hilarious. So he's giving it back.
Wait. What kind of dog is the one that Yenso has?
I don't know. The little...
No, the chick. Scraps.
Scraps?
A terrier? Is it the ones that do backflips?
Yeah,
he does have that kind of hair.
Yeah, he does. So
what is John saying?
he's getting there. He goes, "You look like Bubba Gump's mom in Forrest and Gump." Forrest and Gump. He says it better. And then
Right.
so like he's getting laughs. So this was like the most pure heckler comic interaction. This was like what it would be if it was in a proper environment.
Right. There was no sucker punch here, folks.
Yeah.
That was a fair battle.
Yeah, this was just jabs. Just
Right.
cha 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 cha. I'm following John. John gets off.
Now, what's going through your mind? You're seeing this happen. You know you're next.
I'm pissed.
The lady?
Yeah, I'm like I feel like I'm about to go into a fight.
Yeah.
So my plan was I'm gonna go just right at her. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
I went out. First thing I said, all right, let's get this over with. That got a laugh. I should have just
On your jokes?
gone into the material, and then when she said something, then we interact.
Right.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
But you went in the ring and you took off the gloves.
I made a rookie mistake. I got my first laugh, and then I looked right at her. And I just go, I love how the host just gives you drink tickets because he thinks that's what's going to do it. Like, explain,
Right, yeah.
trying to capture the humor of what we talked about.
Yeah.
And I say, I meant like, what I meant to say was like, that's like giving, soda or like caffeine to a baby or something like that. But I didn't have it worked out. And I said, that's like giving crack to a baby.
And this lady was a black lady.
Yeah. How'd you know?
I saw the video. Wow.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Tommy Bear is supposed to follow me. He's just loving it.
Yeah.
Just recording the whole thing. He's posting in the group chat. So as soon as I say this, now it's just shit talk. Just hurling shit.
What is she saying?
She said I looked like I was not even white. She said I looked Puerto Rican.
It's not even an insult.
No.
It's a compliment.
That's what I mean. Like, I shouldn't have just gone so hard. She might have given me something funny.
Yeah.
But I went too aggressive.
What did you say after she called you a Puerto Rican?
Oh,
It's funny what it says about her. She thinks that's an insult.
Right.
She goes, you don't even look white. You're like Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
There's Puerto Ricans in the back. Like,
I was expecting her to make fun of my hair, and I was going to say, well, at least mine's real.
right? Maybe
What?
good thing that didn't happen.
What, that's not a good line?
No, well, I mean,
It's a weave.
yeah, I know what I'm saying. Tito's a little on the racist side.
I don't think so.
No?
Making fun of a black girl's weave?
Yeah. I mean, there's some rules, like if you're not black, you can't really. I mean, that's why they get
If
mad
you're
when-
not black, you can't say anything.
about their hair, right? Let's say you can't
About
touch it.
the
and shit.
hair?
Yeah.
What? I can't touch it. I'm not going to touch it. But if she talks about my hair, I can say something about hers. That's fair game.
Yeah, you can. All right.
Yeah.
I guess so. But
That was
I just wouldn't.
You
But-
wouldn't say anything about
No.
her hair?
No, well, that's what makes it. Somebody was talking about this, where you have all these things against you, when someone like a gay guy or a black lady or fucking a trans person is shitting at you,
Uh-huh.
because it's more challenging for you to get at them because you gotta jump through all these hoops to get to a fucking joke, which
Right.
eventually does make it a great joke because you didn't just go for like the obvious or the easy shit.
Right.
You gotta like you know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, that didn't even happen.
Right.
It was more just like, I can't even remember what I said, but immediately her boyfriend got involved. Her boyfriend was there. It was his birthday. He was drunk, and he would intervene by shouting every now and again.
Okay.
And within the first 30 seconds on stage, it was me. It was back and forth of shut the fuck up. No, you shut the fuck up. No, you shut the fuck up. So already,
The top quality comedy.
the show is already in the toilet.
Yeah.
And I said that his shoes made him look like a line cook because he had like the non-slip. I was like, you got the non-slip kitchen shoes. I was like, where's my fries? You know, shit like that.
Right.
And then he pointed at my shoes and was like, you know, did the old, what are those?
Right.
I was wearing the Vans, the green Vans.
Right. The classic 2014
Yeah.
joke.
Pretty good shoes, but the laces are all fucked up. So he got me on the laces. Not a big laugh. I mean, at this point, there's no.
It's just chaos.
It's just chaos.
And
It's
there's,
not,
are they standing up? They're standing up, right?
We're all standing.
The second.
They come next to me. He's like, "What are those?" He like squats down. I'm like, I squat down with him. I'm like, "What is this? Are you gonna teach me how to dance?" You know,
Yeah.
something like that. And then his boy, like, there's like a third guy, and he's just in the back, like, "What?" You know, the classic.
Yeah.
And now it's just like me, we're just hurling insults at each other.
Right.
And then I went to like go. I was like, dude. And then I something just flipped. I was like, I'm not having fun anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, get the fuck off the stage. But there's no stage.
The stage is just the area where
The
you were
stage
at.
is just the air. I'm like, but I'm not gonna be like, get out of my area.
Get out of the comedian's area.
Yeah, this is the comedian zone. So I like go to
Comedian
I go
zone.
to touch him, and he's like, don't touch me. And I'm like, all right.
Right.
I don't touch him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but seriously,
You did the old classic, not touching you, not touching you.
I didn't touch him, but I was like, I mean, what would you have done?
Me? I don't know. It's hard to say. I would have came up with some funny line. They would have murdered. He would have respected me. They would have sat
Because I'm not
down.
trying to like get physical. I don't want to fight.
Right. Yeah. No. It's a.
But I'm just like trying to be like strong arm.
Yeah.
Not like a push, not a punch, but
Yeah.
just like a hey, can you?
Yeah.
He's like, don't. And he like back, and we like give each other a little bit of space. He's not in my face, but like,
Yeah.
And then at this point, I think I remembered that there was an audience.
Oh, was it? Well, I mean, now the audience is for looking for a different reason.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, there's a
And I'm
show.
like-
Now it's like, oh, this might be a fucking Royal Rumble.
Yeah, and then I look over. I'm like, oh yeah, there's like 20 people that have been watching a comedy show. I wonder what they're thinking right now. I wonder if they think this is like funny. And then I look over, and everyone's just like, no, what is going on?
What the fuck?
Everyone is just so like upset.
So, and the white lady in the back gets up. Ugh, you've disgraced the name of Sucker Punch Sports Bar. I'm never coming to this establishment ever again.
Yeah. So anyway, host gets up. He gets in. He just ends the show. He's like, "You guys have ruined this show."
Oh, to the people, to hecklers.
To the hecklers.
There's like into you guys.
No.
Yeah, to the hecklers.
No, he had my bag.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, I made a mistake with like a tactical error,
Right.
but like my intent was not to like end the show. I was just fighting.
Right. So what does the host say?
He just pulls the plug.
You guys have ruined the show.
He's like, you guys. He was like, I gave you drink tickets, and this is how. I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna
Oh,
work.
he brought it back up.
Yeah, he was like, I thought we were friends. And then, the show just ended. And I've always thought about like a bad show being like with a heckler being like the heckler wins, the heckler gets the big laugh,
Yeah.
or the comedian gets the big laugh.
Yeah. Somebody
But
destroys someone.
Yeah, but this was just the whole ship just sank.
People at destroy show.
Comedian and heckler ruined show. So the show ends. Tommy comes up to me. Of course, Tommy's loving it.
Right.
He's like, "Oh my God, you're crazy." He's like, he's relieved too because he doesn't have to go up now.
Yeah.
He's like, "Thank you."
Is he on tomorrow's show or on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're both going back this Wednesday. Hopefully those people won't be there, but I'll know how to handle it better. But
What do you mean those people?
well, I mean those three people, of course. But anyway, at the end of the show, this like old man comes up to me. He's like,
Right.
"Hey man, like, don't worry. I wouldn't have let anything happen to you if I was ready to go." And I'm like, "Thanks." And he's like, "And you know how it is with those black." Like, I'm like, "Oh
No,
God." I'm like, I don't want to like.
Oh, and that's so rare to see in New York.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was like, "You know what they're gonna blame it on? They're
Wow.
gonna play the rate." And I was like, I was like, "No, I'm fine, thank you."
Wow.
Yeah.
And how'd you get? You took the train there, or you ride your bike?
I walked pretty far. Like I walked from Houston to like 25th.
Oh, right.
But,
Damn.
But yeah, I had to take the train back. Yeah.
And then I saw you that night.
And then at the end of the show, like we got off, and then like the woman at this point was like telling her guy like, no, like, because she was having fun,
right.
but then he got mad,
Yeah.
and then I got mad, and then she was like, she kind of, to her credit, like went crisis control a little bit,
Okay.
and was like, let's get out, like don't worry about it, don't worry about him. And then she was like, "They're all just racist," and I was like, "Okay."
And the old man in the sir,
Yeah,
I told you.
yeah. That's why the old man came over. He was like, that's what they're gonna say. And I'm like, I'm not gonna comment on. But no, I didn't really go. The most racist thing I think I said was like, when she like opened her mouth, I could see like her gums were kind of fucked up, and I was like, "You're like the only black person that dips, like does like chewing tobacco." But
Really? No, that happens in the South, right?
no.
Like in the woods. I think it's like a regional thing.
I mean, I'm from the South.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not.
You've been all over the South though?
Black people smoke cigarettes. From my experience, I've never seen a black person pack a lip.
No.
But of course, there's black people that pack a lip. But I'm telling you, from the South, even in the South,
Right.
there's still distinctions of like, okay, white people do this, black people do this.
Oh yeah. So did that kill?
No, nothing killed.
Oh.
Nothing. Everything was just like, before I could even finish the sentence, she would yell, and then I would yell. It was just.
Was it loud? Because when I picture the story, I just imagine it being loud the entire time.
Yeah. Didn't I give you the audio?
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, like I'm talking about like before, like during the show was happening, like while it was happening, not for during the commotion. And then before the commotion, like was people were like just minding their own business, talking amongst each other, just like random shows.
Yeah,
happening.
it was like two worlds. There was like the show, and then like just normal bar things.
Right.
So yeah, nothing really brought it down. Nothing like got a house laugh, the where you were like you could hear it and be like, oh, like this is a comedy room.
Right.
But no. The only thing that I said that really got a laugh was the first thing. And I should have just. Anytime I get mad on stage, it's always a mistake. Like, you just gotta fucking just not take it too seriously.
Yeah, you can't get mad.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's when you lose. I mean,
so it was like, it was a mistake. I just treat it like a tactical error. I don't think like it was like I don't know. I don't choose to see it as like that I'm a terrible comedian.
No. And then I saw you that night. You were like bummed, like upset, and then you took me to the plane, to the airport the next day, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We got up kind of early.
How long were you upset for? Like, how long did it take you to shake that off?
Next day I felt all right. And it's funny, like it took like 30 minutes for it to hit. I was just like, I had so much adrenaline because it was like almost a fight.
Yeah.
That like while it was happening, I was like, I wasn't even processing like the implications as a comedian, like what that meant for like oh, I did a bad job
man.
as a comedian. It was more just like I'm, you know, I'm in, you know, when you're in like a adrenaline situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Damn, dude.
anyway, but
That's a cool story.
coming back on Wednesday, Sucker Punch, KO Comedy.
Come through, everybody.
Hopefully it'll go a little better. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
You ever had a gig anything like that?
Yeah, well, kind of, but not really. I was at a brewery out in, I think it was Redlands, California, but it was out like in the hills and shit. Was it Redlands or I don't know? It was like in the hills. Oh no, it wasn't Redlands. I'm tripping. Belmont.
It doesn't matter.
It was in Belmont. Well, the people listening from California, it does matter because it'll give context. It was in Belmont, which is like kind of like in the hills, like in the desert and shit. Like nothing really is going on. It's a lot of big meth town, and I'm hosting the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it looks like it's gonna be a good turnout. Like it's a brewery show. We're under the canopy. The stage is pretty high, and there's like a row. And everybody's looks like they're there for the show.
Right.
Something. This is great. And then
Tiki torches.
no,
No.
no,
But that type of lighting.
yeah, like no, it's kind of like fucking breweries, dude. They're so like all the same. It's like it's a warehouse. Like
Yeah.
like you can see the mechanics of how we make this fucking beer.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, dude, just give me the beer. It gets me bloated.
Yeah.
Anyways, dude.
Just shitty beer.
Yeah, but it was outdoors. Yeah, I go up. You know, I do my seg. I get the crowd going.
You're hosting?
Yeah, I'm hosting. Oh wait, you know what? Never mind. It wasn't. I did that show twice. I wasn't hosting this time. Sorry. It was the time that I wasn't hosting.
Oh, well, I'm glid to hear that you did well the other time.
Edit that part
A
of
little story about how cool Frankie is.
No, all right, sorry. So it's the show. There's this guy in the front. He's like heckling and shit, and he's like saying like all this like shit. He's there with like his homies. His homies are like really drunk, and he's heckling the other guys, but no one's really paying attention. But you could tell the tables around him were like upset at him. You know, like, all right, be quiet. And then like the people like they don't really want to confront him or anything. 'Cause he's not really saying anything to the comedians. He's just being loud and annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get up. I'm probably like fourth. So it's like, you know, like kind of like a sweet spot. So I get up fourth. The crowd's already, you know, the crowd's like nice. They're like engaged besides this guy. And I'm doing my shit. And at this point, this guy's like, he got pretty fucked up, you know? And he starts yelling shit at me. And then I'm like, all right, this guy is a white dude from the hills. He looks like he's about fucking 50 years old. What can I say to him that'll really piss him off? I go, oh, what is that, your boyfriend? He gets livid. He goes, fuck you, I'm not fucking gay, this and that. And I'm like, yeah, all right, dude. And then I ignore him, and then he looks like a homeless guy, right? So I'm just I keep doing I had some joke about a homeless guy, and then I kind of point at him. He's not even paying attention to me anymore, but the crowd is. So I point at him. I make a homeless reference, and everybody it kills. And then I start shitting on him because he's not even paying attention, and I'm like doing well, dude. And he finally like turns around and he's like, "What you say?" And I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. And he goes, "You know I work out, right? I'm fucking fit." And he goes, "So am I." And at the time I wasn't, and I lifted my shirt had like a beer belly.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, "Woo!" And then he gets up and he takes off his shirt and he's fucking jacked. And he starts flexing and shit. But like, at this point, I've already like called him homeless multiple times, like to the audience. And he goes, ugh! And then I go, "How'd you get that way, sir? By walking on the side of the freeway all day? Murders." And he goes, "Fuck!" And the guy sitting on his little bench on his picnic table just yaks. Fucking the workers, because there's no security. It's a fucking workers, because you guys gotta go, this and that. And then I just finished my saying get off. But that's the closest I ever got into anything like that.
Wow.
It's like a guy just took his shirt off.
That's a lot better than my story. As far as like how it panned out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was yeah, no, it was good for me.
Yeah.
But that's it, yeah. As far as like confrontations and shit, I had never really dealt with much bad heckling.
Yeah.
I like that. No, it's something like you say one line and it shuts them down or whatever.
Yeah.
I had this joke where I had like a stock line because people would always heckle and they would say the same thing. I would say, I told my girlfriend I loved her for the first time. That was like the setup for a joke, and then it happened like 4 times where like a guy would go gay or some shit, and then I would always go, oh, that guy has fucking never met his mother. and they would like do fine. So
Yeah.
has that ever happened to you? Where you have like a stock line that people heckle the same way?
No. But I don't think I got up in front of as many crowds as you have in my life.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, because like I came here pretty soon after starting, and I wasn't really getting booked that much back there.
Back there in North Carolina.
And also, I don't write stock lines.
It wasn't a stock line. It was just something I would.
I'm just kidding. Your
would
stock comeback. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean the way I do it is or the way I have been doing it. Not right now, but like a couple months ago, was I would like lay a little, kind of like a trap. Like I'll ask this question, and then if someone says this, then I'll say that. And if someone doesn't say that, then if someone says this other thing, then I'll say this.
You were laid on traps for people?
Not a trap, but just a setup where if it's like an A or B, and then if you say A, then I say this, but if you say B, then
For
I
like
say
confrontation, or just like for,
no,
like
just for
what
stand
sense?
up.
I know, but like in one sentence.
Like, who here has seen a surprise dick?
Oh.
And then if someone says,
Oh, okay.
if it's good, then I say,
All right, yeah.
you know, this.
I thought you meant like for a heckler.
No,
And I was like, this guy's playing chess. It's like,
no,
I'm gonna ask him this, and when they say this, I was like, Jesus.
no, because I'm inviting the conversation.
Yeah, no, I know, I get that now.
I'm not. And people say don't do that. People say like don't ask any questions. But like I like asking questions, but I understand it wastes time. You know, yada yada. So
Yeah,
I
because
guess
sometimes like the audience person will have like a long story.
yeah.
It's like, all
But
right.
then you just cut them off. You're like, does anyone else?
the only time I would do that is like if the crowd is like unengaged
Yeah.
or whatever, or if it's like a small crowd,
Yeah,
then I'll ask a question and then I'll let them tell a story and then I'll do like a little crowd work
yeah.
and then get into the jokes. Dude, one time I did one of those. I was at Black Cat and I said, oh, has anybody ever like got caught stealing something? And the girl like was like, oh, me. And I was like, oh, like what happened, real quick. And then she said her thing. And I was like, ah. And then I said like my whole like long story when I got caught stealing lube.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're fine, you know. And I get off, and the next guy comes. It's like an old bitter guy, and he goes, all right, stop doing crowd work at a fucking open mic with other comics. And I'm like, first of all, it's fucking Black Cat, dude. All the comics are outside. There's audience in here, you fucking dick. And ever since then, I just hate that guy. And he's like a good comic too.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about? He's like an old guy. He's like, and he has like one acting credit.
No, I don't.
And then
We'll figure out who it is after.
No, hold up.
Oh, you're gonna put him on blast?
No, this is what pisses me off.
Who is it?
Well, no, hold on. This is what pisses me off
Ooh, drop a name
about
right at the
that
end
comment.
here.
I'm not gonna drop a name, but if you know, he how are you gonna get on stage and say like, oh, don't do fucking crowd work at open mic? First, I'm not doing crowd work at the fucking other comic, asshole. And also, he plugs his website after every set, even at open mics where it's only comics.
Oh, I know who it
And
is.
he's like, oh, let me fucking look you up. Like, I'm not gonna ask you right next to me, fucking dick. And he's so unfriendly too.
He's not that old.
He looks terrible for fucking 50 or however old he is.
He's like in his 30s.
Oh no, dude. he's fit for like 50, but like there's no way he's in his 30s.
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
Dude, you know what I was thinking is like, cause at the 100 comics in a minute show last week,
In
like,
a minute?
everyone did
100 comics did one.
100 comics did 1 minute
Right.
at Grove last week for January 1st.
Yeah.
And a bunch of the comics were like, oh, like, another and everyone's gonna quit, and we all suck, and a bunch of open micers. And it's like, I want to hear, like, if you're gonna do that,
Be funny?
give me the reason why you think people should quit. Like, get specific.
Yeah.
It can be funny, but like, I'm so tired of just the blanket negativity
Yeah.
at all these mics.
Yeah, dude.
All right, we're all gonna come up and then
Okay.
we're all sad. Everyone's sad in here.
It's depressed time.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Everybody's gotta come up and do their same 5 minutes they've been doing for 10 years. First up, Luke Davis. Remember that one time you got up and you started slamming her?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Should we cut this out?
Nah. Fucking nobody listens.
No. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, that's about an
And even
episode,
if
right?
and even if they do, gonna give the best a little steam.
A little bit of juice. Dude, it's funny, and I told you this, but we've been like, because we save like all the good stuff for on pod.
Yeah.
That like whenever we talk outside the pod, it's just like it's just become like shit talk.
I see what the fuck that guy was wearing.
Yeah. We gotta be a little more positive ourselves.
We gotta be more couth.
But it's a new year, and we're gonna do more
Good
positive things
for the world.
For the world.
You got any resolutions?
I just said that I wanted to listen to all my sets.
Oh yeah, we did that.
And we've been doing that. I said I wanted to write every day.
You've been doing that?
Not perfectly, but almost. And I want to get my body right so I can cut my hair. I'm tired of this long hair. So at some point this
it's
year,
starting to look like a wig, like from the front.
I know.
You know, like
That's not good. I love your hair. It looks like a wig.
I never said I loved it, did I?
Oh no.
Oh, I think I said it looks good.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Hair looks good. You look like a doll, kid. You'll be big in this industry.
Yeah. Well, at least mine's real.
Record
Comedian and heckler destroy show with racism.
And then they ride together into the sunset.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you got?
What I got? Just nothing. Just shop. I'm always like comedy shop. And that's it.
I'm going back to Sucker Punch. We'll drop this on Wednesday, and I'll be there on
Tonight.
That night. Yeah, I'll be there tonight.
If you're listening to this and you're in New York City and you want to start some shit with Luke Davis, go to Sucker Punch Sports
Come on
Bar.
into the ring.
Sunday. Luke Davis taking challenges from audience members.
And that's it.
At the admission of just walk into the bar.
And if you heckle, you get drink tickets. All right, dude.
All right, dude. That's it, dude.
This has been episode 85.
85, dude. Thank you, people, for listening. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah.
And thanks for listening to
episode 85 of the Key Podcast.
No.
Are you calling me a racist?